You can put on aspirin with lidocaine before. The 18 gauge needle is used to draw the fluid into the needle. I use the orange alcohol swab to clean the vial and the one with benzocaine to clean the area before injecting. Screw on the 18 gauge needle. Clean the top of the vial after removing the cap. Then you'll want to pull back to the proper dosage, which for me is 1 milliliter of air, and you're going to inject the air into the vial. This is going to help with suction. When you start injections, you will have more fluid in the vial, so you can simply tilt, or when you're losing liquid, turn it upside down to help with retrieving the liquid. Now it's time to check for air bubbles. Typically, we switch the needle heads before we aspirate, which is why a lot of fluid came out this time.
Ooh.
Now that the needle heads are switched and we have a 22 gauge, we are ready to warm the needle. The oil is thick, so you're going to need to warm it up. You can use a heating pad, the bend in your arm by your elbow, or under your armpit. You just want to make sure you're getting it to body temperature. Some people even run it under warm water. Always alternate sides each day. For this, I shifted my weight onto the opposite leg that I was injecting into. It was virtually painless. Unlike subcutaneous injections, you want to actually flatten the skin before injecting.
Bueno.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Woo! That one's moving a little quicker. Roll it, mush it, jam it, rub it, circle it. I can feel this one moving. It's moving in my butt. Okay, so he just cleaned the area, and I'm just gonna try to relax my body. And you're gonna squeeze it and then flatten it, right?
All right, sit.
Make sure you are in the upper outer quadrant. Pause. Let this be an example of what not to do. For the oil, don't do the ventro area, do the dorsogluteal site. It's going to be less painful. As a person who absolutely hates needles and has overcome a lot during this IVF process, this actually isn't that painful. I recommend massage in circles and heat applied afterwards, as well as lunges and walking around to get the fluid moving around the muscle. This is the morning after receiving 2 injections. It feels very heavy and very much like 2 Charlie horses on each hip. Or as if I did 1,000 squats. So stay away from the hip and do the back upper area. When injecting, we're trying to avoid the sciatic nerves, and we want to stay in the upper gluteus medius area.
Hang on, I need to get off this. Tell the audience what it felt like.
Audience. You just asked if I felt resistance putting the needle in, and I said no. It went in like it felt like you were made out of cheese. It just went right in.
Forget being a cheesehead. I'm a cheese butt.